Hey YouTube, it's Jim from the Triangle 4. Uh, let's see, what am I doing today? So if you saw in any of my shorts, I had a um, vertical wood splitter, but one of those that lays down on the ground. But I put it up on a wagon, and man, I love that thing. The only thing is, it was one of my good hay wagons, all metal, and eventually, the wood that we blocked up was getting too far away from it. So I took it off of there, had to reuse the wagon anyway for other stuff. And I went back to my horizontal splitter, and what a difference night and day. My back was a lot more sore with the horizontal one than the vertical setup I had for doing a lot less wood. So today's project is making a vertical wood splitter. Let me show you what I got. So here's an old trailer. Wow, long project, long time ago. Never mounted anything. It was too big. It was going to be for my dad many years ago. It sat in the weeds for a lot of years. And anyway, so he gave me this old tilt trailer he had around that he used for wood for a while recently. And I've got to do a little bit of work on the frame, but what do we got here? We got kind of a tripod set up. And that's because this vertical piece is going to have another one welded to it, and that's going to hold this. That's the vertical wood splitter we bought real cheap. Bought a new Honda engine for it, and this is going to be my platform when it's turned up. I'll weld that on there, and I've got to put some kind of a grate or floor. I've got some steel for that, so it's not a big deal. I'm not going to show you pictures of the welding, and you can find that anywhere. I will, however, show you more videos as it progresses. Well, a couple hours later, a couple welds later, all that good stuff. This is what we've got so far. Got my great big gusset in here. Now, they're not the prettiest welds in the world. I'm not a professional, just do what I can to get by. So on top here, this is where the pin will go through. The same pin you might be able to see there at the bottom of the axle. So that's going to go up on here. And then if I like it, if everything's stable, then there's a table that I'm going to weld to the bottom of that. So stay tuned for more to come. Hey YouTube. Okay, so a lot of time's gone by, but I did get a chance to work on that vertical wood splitter I wanted. You can see it behind you here. Let's take a little walk and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so what's not stock? Couple new hoses. That's not a big deal. That's actually really not a big deal. The only thing is this table. The table, I put together some tubing, welded it underneath, and from the top before I put this plate on. So when you flip that over from that hinge right there, like you did when it was stock, right there, that whole thing comes up, but that table comes up with it. So what did I have? I had a little trailer. I mean, this thing was 5 by, I think it was 8. I think there was a full sheet, but I cut the end off here. Squared that up, put on a new piece of angle iron. I had a whole bunch of 2 by 2 square, 3/16 or 1/4 inch. 3/16, that's not 1/4 inch. Tubing around from other projects. So I built this T, and I put that up, put it on it, and I was just afraid that could get pushed over pretty easy. So then I had part of an old hitch from a trailer, and that's why it's V-shaped, but I like that for a lot of reasons. As we all know, triangle's the strongest shape we have, right? So it gets it from keeps it sturdy from a couple different angles. And then pretty much just sat this thing back here. I mean, those tires are just sitting up against those angled pieces. The front piece, I just took a couple 2x4s, angled them, put a bolt in, drilled a hole, and that front piece is sticking right up against that angle iron right there, right? And, oh, the other thing, just to keep it from tilting forward, I took another piece of that 2x2 stock I had and welded a cap on it. And I don't know if we'll be able to see in here. Yeah, anyway, there's a bolt right there where the pump used to mount. And that gives it a nice little leg right there to stand on. So in the front I've got the jack, of course. And if you're wondering, hey, you know, it looks like that kind of bows in the middle. So I don't know why that cut out on me, but it cut out. Anyway, there's a bow right here. But that came from my dad, way overfilling the wagons with firewood with this thing. And he used it hard, but he used it well. So, the only other thing I might do is on the back end here, there's nothing supporting it underneath. And I thought, well, I'd better put some kind of outrigger out here. I don't really want this whole thing like falling over on me. But I'll tell you what, it's just sitting there. But with all the weight of that motor and hydraulic fluid and everything else, I don't think I need an outrigger, because I can try to bring this thing. And I don't think I could tip it over the way it is. So at least for now, I'm not going to do it. And it's working well. I mean, that's at a nice height for me. Yeah, anyway, I hope this helps somebody out. I think it's a little extra work than maybe it needs to be. But it's really not a lot of extra work. And, God, I've wanted something like this for years. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next one, thanks for watching.